Stop scrolling for exactly the next 60 seconds because what you are about to hear was not written by a stranger on the internet. It was written by your Father in heaven, and it was written for you, the one watching this screen right now, at this exact hour, on this exact day. I am your God, and I have been waiting for this moment to speak directly into your life. This is not an accident. This is not an algorithm. This is a divine appointment, and you were chosen to keep it. I know why you are still holding this phone. Your hands are tired, your heart is heavier than you let anyone see, and somewhere inside you there is a quiet voice, asking if anything is ever going to change. I heard that voice. I have always heard it, even in the nights when you thought no one was listening. Every tear you tried to hide, I kept. Every prayer you whispered under your breath, I received. And today I am answering all of them at once. Do not turn away from this word, beloved, because the very moment you decided to stay, something shifted in the spirit realm on your behalf. I am not here to entertain you for a few minutes, and then let you scroll on to something else. I am here to change the atmosphere over your finances, over your home, and over your future. What I am about to release into your life is not small talk. It is a decree, and decrees from heaven do not return empty. For a long time you have carried a weight that was never meant to be yours alone. You have counted coins when you should have been counting blessings. You have stretched every dollar until it felt like it might tear, and you have smiled in front of others while quietly wondering how you would make it through another month. I saw all of it. I was not distant. I was not silent. I was preparing something so much greater than the struggle you have been living in. Today I declare over you that the season of barely enough is ending. A new season is opening, and I am calling it unexpected provision. Not because it will be small or slow, but because it will arrive in a way you did not plan for and could not have engineered on your own. I want you to say it quietly in your spirit right now. Unexpected provision is coming into my life. Say it again if you need to, because faith grows every time it is spoken. I need you to understand something clearly. This blessing is not a reward for how hard you have worked, although I have seen every ounce of your effort. It is a reward for the faith you kept even when the results were nowhere in sight. Faith that survives silence is the faith that moves heaven. And your faith, quiet as it has been, has already moved mine. If these words are landing somewhere deep inside you right now, I want you to do something small but powerful. Like this video and leave a comment with the word chosen, not because I need the recognition, but because that simple act tells heaven you are receiving this word with your whole heart, and it helps this message reach someone else tonight who needs to hear their name is written on it too. I am not only sending money into your life, although money will come. I am sending strategy where you had confusion. I am sending connections where you had isolation. I am sending ideas where you had dead ends. I am restoring the parts of you that stopped believing anything good was still possible. Because I do not just want your bank account to change. I want your peace to return, your hope to return, your joy to return. Understand, this is not a generic message playing to a crowd. This word was assigned to you before you ever pressed play. Just as I prepared a moment for a man named Cornelius, who was praying quietly with no idea that heaven had already noticed him. I have prepared this exact moment for you. He did not chase the miracle. The miracle came looking for him because his heart was already turned toward me. Yours is too, or you would not still be here. Stay with me a little longer because I want to tell you how this provision will begin to show itself, so that when it happens you recognize my hand and do not mistake it for coincidence. There will be 3 signs, and I want you to hold on to each one. The first sign is peace that does not match your circumstances. You will notice a calm settling over you even though nothing outside has changed yet. That peace is not denial. It is my presence confirming that what I have spoken is already in motion. The second sign is a thought that will not leave you alone. It may seem ordinary at first, an idea, a name, a small nudge towards something you had not considered. Do not dismiss it as nothing. That thought is a key, and if you follow it with obedience, it will open a door you could not have opened on your own. The third sign is a person. Someone will reach out, or you will be led to reach out to them, and what feels like a simple conversation will carry more weight than either of you expected. It may be someone familiar, or someone entirely new to you. You will know it is from me because it will come with peace, not pressure, and with clarity, not confusion. While I am revealing these signs to you, I also want to speak about something many of my children misunderstand. Sowing and reaping is not a transaction with me. It is a rhythm I built into the universe itself. When you give, even a small seed, out of love and not out of fear, you are not paying for a blessing. You are simply planting, and I am the one who makes what is planted grow. If you have been blessed by this word tonight, and you feel led to sow a seed of support toward this ministry, however small, know that it is never about the amount, it is about the heart behind it. You will find a way to sow linked gently in the comments below this video. And whatever you give in faith, I will multiply it back into your life in ways money alone cannot measure. I want to be honest with you, this blessing does not depend on how much you can give tonight, or whether you give at all. My love for you was settled long before you found this channel. But when a heart chooses to bless others, even while still in need, that is one of the clearest signs of faith I know, and I always honor it. So give only what your spirit leads you to give, freely without pressure, and let it be between you and me. I remember a widow who once gave 2 small coins into the temple treasury while wealthy men gave far more from what they had left over. To the crowd watching that day it looked like nothing at all. To me it was everything, because she gave from her need rather than her excess. And I have never forgotten a gift given that way. If tonight all you have is a small seed, know that it is never measured by its size in your hand. It is measured by the trust behind it, and that trust is what I multiply. So do not feel the need to give more than you have. Give what your spirit leads you toward, in peace, and watch how far I am able to stretch it. There is also a widow I remember from long ago who had nothing left, but a small jar of oil and a mountain of debt closing in around her sons. She did exactly what she was instructed to do, and that little jar did not run dry until every empty vessel in her house was filled. I tell you this story again tonight, because your situation may feel just as small, just as impossible, just as close to running out. But the jar that seems almost empty in your hands right now is the very jar I am about to fill until it overflows into every empty space in your life. Now, beloved, I want you to take one more step with me. Write in the comments beneath this video the words, "I receive my blessing today." Write it slowly as though you are speaking it directly to me, because you are. That declaration is not just text on a screen. It is a seed of faith planted in a public place, and every seed planted in faith is seen and remembered in heaven. I know some of you reading this are tired of hoping. You have prayed this prayer before and watched the answer seem to delay. I want you to hear me clearly. Delay is not denial. There were things that needed to align, people who needed to be positioned, doors that needed to be prepared before I could release what I have for you without it slipping through cracks that were not yet sealed. I was never late. I was making sure you were ready to hold what I am about to place in your hands. You were never created to merely survive. You were created to carry provision the way a river carries water, not to hoard it, but to let it flow through you into the lives of people around you. This blessing is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter where you become someone else's answered prayer. That is the real reason I am releasing this now. I bless you so that you can become a blessing. Stay with me, because I still have more to say, and I do not want you to miss the fullness of this word by walking away too soon. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already, so that the next message I have prepared for you does not pass you by. There is more coming, and I do not want you to only receive part of what I have for you. I have watched the doors you tried to open on your own strength, and I have watched the disappointment when they did not move. I let some of those doors stay closed, not to punish you, but to protect you from paths that were never meant for your life. What I am opening now is different. It was built specifically for you, shaped by the very struggles you walked through, because nothing you have suffered will be wasted. Even your hardest seasons are being turned into the foundation of what is coming. Some of you will see this provision arrive through your work, a raise, a new opportunity, a door opening where you had almost given up. Some of you will see it through an unexpected gift, a returned debt, a stranger's generosity that catches you completely by surprise. Some of you will see it through your own hands, a new skill awakening, an idea finally clicking into place. However it arrives, know that it is still me, working through the ordinary to deliver the extraordinary. Some of you have been praying this same prayer for years, and I know how easy it becomes to grow quiet, to stop expecting, to simply keep going through the motions of hope without really feeling it anymore. I want to gently remind you that a delayed answer is not a denied answer. There were things that needed to shift around you before the timing could be right. Hearts that needed to soften, doors that needed to be built before I could open them without them collapsing under the weight of what was coming through. None of that time was wasted. Every season, even the hard ones, was preparing the ground for what I am releasing now. I also want you to think for a moment about what this provision will mean beyond your own household. When it arrives, it will not stop with you. You will become the answer to someone else's quiet prayer, whether that is a struggling family member, a friend who has been carrying more than they let on, or a stranger you have not even met yet. This is how my kingdom moves. One blessed life becoming the doorway for the next. So when the provision comes, hold it with open hands, not closed fists, and watch how much further it goes when you let it flow through you instead of stopping at you. I want to speak now to the doubt that may be rising in your chest as you listen. Maybe you are thinking, this message is for everyone. Why would it be specifically for me? I understand that thought because the enemy of your peace loves to whisper that you are the exception to every promise. But listen closely. The very fact that you have stayed this long, that something inside you softened instead of scrolling away, is itself the sign that this word found the right heart. I do not waste my words. If you are still here, you are who I was speaking to. Let this be a moment you remember. Not because the words were beautiful, but because something shifted quietly inside you while you listened. If that is true for you right now, tell me in the comments. Right, I believe this is for me. Let it be your declaration, your public agreement with what heaven has already decided. And if you know someone carrying the same weight you have carried, share this video with them tonight. Sometimes the miracle they need is simply hearing that they are not forgotten, and you may be the one I use to remind them. I want you to release every image of lack you have been carrying. Release the picture of empty accounts, of bills stacked higher than hope, of asking for help and being turned away. Those images do not define what is coming next. I am the God who takes 5 loaves and 2 fish and feeds a multitude with baskets left over. I am the God who parted a sea when there was no other way forward. I have not changed. What I did then, I am still doing now, and what I am about to do in your life will look just as impossible to everyone watching from the outside. I want you to consider how faithfulness works in my kingdom. It rarely arrives all at once in a way that overwhelms you before you are ready. More often it begins as a small door, a small opportunity, a small increase, and it grows as you prove faithful with what is small. Do not despise the size of the first sign you receive. A returned phone call, an unexpected discount, a bill that comes in lower than expected. These things may look ordinary, but they are often the first ripples of a much larger wave still moving toward you. Notice them, give thanks for them. Faithfulness with the little things is exactly what opens the door to the much greater things I have already prepared. There is a stillness I want you to practice starting tonight. Instead of asking me for proof before you believe, try believing before you see the proof. That is the kind of faith that moves what logic cannot move. Say it with me now if you are willing. I already have it. I already carry it. My provision has already been released, and I receive it with a grateful heart even before I see it with my eyes. As you sit with this word, I also want to gently ask you to do one more thing for me, not because I need anything, but because obedience in small things always precedes blessing in large things. Comment the word Amen if you are receiving this with faith tonight. It costs you nothing, but in the spirit it costs you your pride, your hesitation, your fear of looking foolish for believing in something you cannot yet see. And every time you choose faith over fear, you make room for more of what I want to give you. I know the road here has not been easy. I know there were nights you questioned whether I even remembered your name. Hear me now. I have never once forgotten you, not for a single hour. Every tear fell somewhere I was watching, and every one of them is being turned into joy that will one day make the weight feel small compared to what follows. This is not a small correction to your circumstances. This is a complete turning, the kind that leaves people around you asking how your life changed so quickly. Before I close this word tonight, I want to remind you why any of this matters. It was never really about the money. Money is only a tool I am using to teach you something deeper, that you are seen, that you are chosen, that you are not walking through this life unsupervised and unloved. When the provision comes, and it will come, let it remind you of this moment. This exact night when you chose to stay, to believe, and to declare it out loud instead of staying silent. If you sowed a seed tonight through the link in the comments, thank you, not from me, because I need nothing but from every person this ministry will be able to reach because you chose to give. If you liked this video, if you commented in faith, if you shared it with someone who needed it, you have already participated in your own miracle tonight, because faith without action is only a wish, and you chose to move. So receive this final word as a seal over everything I have spoken tonight. Your provision has already been sent. It is already in motion. It is already finding its way toward you through people, ideas, and doors you have not yet seen. Walk in peace, not in striving. Watch in expectation, not in fear. And when it arrives, remember that you were chosen long before you ever pressed play on this video, and you will still be chosen long after it ends. I love you more than you have allowed yourself to believe. Stay close to me, keep your heart soft, and get ready, because what is coming next in your life will require far more faith to receive than it ever did to survive without it. This is your season. This is your appointed time. Receive it, believe it, and walk boldly into everything I am releasing over your life tonight. Before you go, I want you to sit for just one more moment in this word rather than rushing back into the noise of your day. Close your eyes if you can. Take one slow breath and let what has been spoken settle into your spirit instead of just passing through your mind. This is how seeds take root, not by being heard quickly and forgotten, but by being allowed to rest somewhere quiet inside you. Let this word rest there tonight. And if you have not yet done so, like this video, leave your comment of faith and subscribe so that you are here for what I have prepared to say next. Share it with the one person who came to mind while you were listening, because I likely placed them there for a reason. You may never fully know how many lives are touched by one small act of obedience, like sharing a word at the right moment. But I know, and I honor it. Go now in peace. Carry this word with you through tomorrow and the days after. When the provision begins to show itself, whisper a quiet thank you, not because I need to hear it, but because gratitude keeps the door open for even more to come. You are chosen, you are seen, you are loved beyond what words can fully carry, and everything I have spoken tonight is already on its way to you.